Teacher Talking Sports, what it does, what it do, how we live. And let's continue the series I've been doing where I attempt to name the best player in each NBA franchise's history. Previously did it for NFL. They're in a playlist. This will be the fifth NBA team I have done, going in alphabetical order. Now, when you do these, some are very difficult choices and some are very simple. Today's one of the more simple ones, or probably the most simple one. It is the Chicago Bulls. The Chicago Bulls have been a franchise since 1966, so they now have 58 seasons of NBA action. Have only been known as the Chicago Bulls. Of course, 6 championships, all in the 1990s. Now, 2 years ago, I did my NBA Mount Rushmores by teams, where I attempted to name who I believe are the 4 best players in each franchise's history. So before I've been naming the GOAT of each franchise, I've been revisiting these, seeing if I would make any changes. This was a challenging one. Few guys I had a tough time leaving off, but I'm gonna leave it the same. So in alphabetical order by last name, I had Artis Gilmore in his 7 seasons with the Bulls, 4 All-Star teams, in the Hall of Fame, inducted 2011. Michael Jordan, I mean, I could talk days for him and days about him, and spoiler, I'll be talking more about him. Scottie Pippen, um, inducted to the Hall of Fame in 2010, one of the best defensive wings really the game has ever seen. And Derrick Rose, injuries unfortunately stunted his growth, but he was the 2010-11 MVP. Some honorable mentions include Jerry Sloan, Bob Love, Luol Deng, Joakim Noah, Jimmy Butler, Norm Van Leer, Chet Walker, Horace Grant, and Dennis Rodman. Guy like Walker's in the Hall of Fame. Horace Grant, key part of the Bulls' first 3 championship teams. Definitely were hard to leave off the Mount Rushmore. Rodman too, although he played just 3 seasons with the team. But usually I try to make it somewhat suspenseful. Today, let's just get into it. The GOAT of the Chicago Bulls franchise obviously is Michael Jeffrey Jordan, the 3rd overall pick in the 1984 NBA draft. Jordan would play 13 seasons for the Bulls from 1984-85 to the 97-98 season. He did not play in the 93-94 season as he was retired playing minor league baseball. Won 5 MVPs with the Bulls. Also was Defensive Player of the Year in the 87-88 season. Won Rookie of the Year in 84-85. Made a total of 10 first-team All-NBAs with Chicago. Again, I could talk forever. Let's take a look at his season-by-season numbers with the Bulls via his Basketball Reference. So 930 career regular season games with the Bulls. Jordan put up outstanding averages of 31.5 points, 6.3 rebounds, 5.4 assists, and 2.5 steals, also nearly a block a game, 0.9, shooting 50.5% from the field, 83.8% from the charity stripe. Jordan not only won 5 MVPs, finished runner-up 3 times, 3rd twice, 6th as a rookie, and 11th with Chicago. All in all, made 9 all-defensive first teams with Chicago, 1 Defensive Player of the Year, also had finishes of 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th 3 times, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Won a total of 10 scoring titles with the Bulls, 3 times led the NBA in steals. Just absolutely extraordinary tenure with the Bulls, twice leading in minutes per game. And if you look at his playoff scores, won 6 titles, made the NBA Finals 6 times, won the Finals each time. None needed a Game 7, and he was named Finals MVP all 6 of his championship seasons. Scoring average actually went up in his playoff career, 33.4 points in 179 career playoff games. Michael Jordan, then again, retired after the 97-98 season for 3 years before playing his last 2 years with the Wizards. But many people don't just consider him the GOAT of the Bulls. I mean, everyone does, but many still see him as the GOAT of the NBA. Some might say Jordan, fewer maybe a Kareem, but he's still in that all-time GOAT conversation. Um, Counting his 2 seasons with the Wizards, he's fifth all time in points, although his scoring average is the highest in NBA history. He's also 52nd all time in assists, fourth all time in steals. Air Jordan, still an icon more than 25 years after his Bulls tenure ended. Again, I could be talking for another 20 minutes about his accolades and what he did in his career with the Bulls, but I'll stop there because it was an easy choice. And I forget if I said he led the league in steals twice, but he led the league in steals 3 times with the Bulls. But usually I say let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with my choice. Maybe let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with my Mount Rushmore. Um, Four best Bulls in franchise history. I'm not going to lie. Tomorrow's is another obvious team, the Cleveland Cavaliers. But anyhow, back to the Bulls. With each of these, I take a look at the active roster and decide if anyone has a chance to overtake the GOAT. Of course not. Maybe or make the Mount Rushmore or be an honorable mention. DeMar DeRozan has been very productive with the Bulls. But we'll see if he's even on them next season. Don't think he's really done enough. Zach LaVine, seen in many trade rumors. That could happen. Vucevic just hasn't played long enough. Kobe White was the runner-up for most improved player, but don't see him being an honorable mention either. So probably not, but only time will tell. We'll see if those guys I mentioned, DeRozan, LaVine, are still on the roster next season. But again, stay tuned for tomorrow. I'll do the Cleveland Cavaliers and probably much the same. We know who my choice is going to be for the go to the franchise, but maybe we could debate as to who would be on the franchise's all-time Mount Rushmore. But anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.